So, one of the most common questions I get from other teachers and healers, coaches, creators is, David, what platform do you use to share your content, for memberships, for classes, for trainings? And I use Kajabi. I love Kajabi. I've used so many before: Kajabi, ClickFunnels, and Teachable, Squarespace, WordPress, plugins like LearnDash. I have been through the ringer and I would love to save you all of that heartburn. Okay. This is the Pepto-Bismol episode. Save you some heartburn. So, and before we go deeper into it, I'm showing off my cup. This is from my virtual teams company, Aligned Virtual Teams. We made a cup. I also have a t-shirt. Okay. So, when it comes to having a membership platform of your own, or if you've got trainings you want to do, I think there are two really good options. Kajabi is one. That's the one I use. It even has its own app if you want your own branded app for your content, which for most people is overboard. And the other is GoHighLevel. And I'll share my screen in a moment and show you both. But I think those are really comparable. They're similar price points. They both have a lot of bells and whistles, 90% of which you might never use. Kajabi has a really good community function. A lot of people use communities like School, SKOOL now, Facebook groups, different places to have a community. And they've got built-in communities now, which is nice. So you don't have to jump from one place to another. And they all take payments. They all have payment systems. They all have the bells and whistles. Kajabi does have a podcast option, so you can upload and disseminate your podcast right from Kajabi. They both have email CRMs, where you can email your lists and have all of the funnels. The main thing is, well, one, should you be even worrying about and doing all of that yourself? My suggestion is most of the time, no. You should hire somebody like a virtual assistant to manage it for you. So then the question is, do you have somebody that can work with that platform for you? One. Two, is the price point right? Is it affordable for you? And three, do you like the functionality? Do you like the user experience of the platform? So if you're really serious about course creation and having a membership, having some trainings and a nice place to put them, I think at the moment of me making this video, Kajabi and GoHighLevel are the two best options. If you really want to get in the weeds, there's a lot of YouTube videos where they spend 20, 30, 40 minutes walking you through the difference between every feature. So I'll put links in the description for both of them. I use Kajabi. I've used it for years. I love it. And if those two are too expensive for you, which I'll share my screen here and show you I'll share my screen here and show you what they look like. If I could figure out how to share my screen. Here we go. So here is Kajabi. There is an $89 a month plan all the way to the Pro $399 a month plan, which is going to be a lot for most people. That is the one that I use. I did build my own meditation app from scratch with a development team for Apple, but because I didn't have a lot of Android users, I actually use the Kajabi app plan. So my meditation school app on Android is through Kajabi. On Apple, it's native. I have a team in Ukraine that did an amazing job, and I just haven't built one on Android yet because most of my users are on Apple, and I'll get there, perhaps. So you can go through all the bullet points of what they all offer. You get one website with most of these. The $399 plan, you could have three different URLs, which means like, meditationschool.us, virtual teams, alignedvirtualteams.com, energymattersacademy.com. Like I have three different businesses, so I could have three websites, complete different websites with that plan. The other plans, you get one, and inside of them, different amounts of products. Okay. You could run your whole email system through here if you want to. I personally use ConvertKit. I love ConvertKit. So my virtual assistant connects ConvertKit and Kajabi with something called Zapier. If that's already too much for you, don't worry about it. But you could just use Kajabi to email everybody when they sign up for something. You can have free memberships, paid ones. There's community. There's a nice class library. There's even a Kajabi app. So if you don't want them to create your own app, they could download the Kajabi app and sign into their courses through that and still use your content through an app, which is really nice. So Kajabi has lots of great features. It's streamlined. It's easy. I couldn't do it myself. Like if you told me, David, build a membership and get it out there, there's no way. I can edit stuff. I can go in and edit copy and change the words around, all of that. That's pretty easy, but that's about what I can do. All right. And then we have Go High Level. They're easier price planning, 97 bucks or 297. And you can go through all of the functions and features. Very similar platforms. Okay. Now, if these two are too expensive for you, which it might be to start, if you don't have much and you just need a website, then I would just go to Squarespace and for like 15, 25 bucks a month, whatever it is at the moment, just have a basic website. And it has course creation and membership options too, and plugins. And you could do a lot through Squarespace and save a whole bunch of money. Uh, when we get started, often what happens is we think of the empire we want to build, all right? And then we buy that and we're in a mode of inspiration and enthusiasm and we kind of get ahead of our skis. You don't need to do that. You might just go for the cheaper option, fiddle around a little bit, create and iterate over and over. And then when you're like, I have an audience, a student base, I'm ready for a membership, then you upgrade and move it over. So know where you're at in the process. If you already have a nice email list or people on Insight Time or Instagram or YouTube, and there's a nice built-in base of students, and you're ready, then yeah, get a Kajabi or a Go High Level and build in there and share it. Or if you're not price sensitive, but don't do it just because you want to build an empire of some kind from the sand out of the gate. We're building sand castles, hopefully not. And then I'll just show you uh, the inside of my library in Kajabi. If you want to see some of my classes right here, I'm going to change up some of the images soon, but I don't care. Just want to show you. So I have my year of healing in here. There's the community for the year of healing, all of the classes and programs I've done. Here's my 2024 meditation teacher training. This course I did with my friend, Dr. Robin Berzin, founder of Parsley Health. She's awesome. It also had a community. So if I just click in there, you can see the classes. There's Robin and me on the right. And so, for example, you can get the transcripts, the Q&A. We've broken each piece down separately. And then you get into the library itself and you could just watch the class. It's super easy. It's really functional and really easy to use. Hi, Robin. So uh, one piece of advice, which I mentioned, but I'll just say it hopefully a bit more clearly. If you're just getting started, two things. One, I wouldn't waste a bunch of money if you don't know the exact direction you want to go in. And if you don't have a user, student, client, audience base yet, I would do a free trial of something light, maybe Squarespace, and then build from there. Okay. If you're at the beginning of the journey. The second is hire someone to do it for you. So for example, if a virtual assistant is 10, 15 bucks an hour, just an example, and you charge a lot more than that, but you're spending 20, 30 hours a week trying to figure out how to build a website, you're really losing time, energy, and money. So one of the hard lessons I learned was to give that responsibility to someone else, guide it, and stick to what I'm better at, which is teaching. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. Those are the three platforms I think for most teachers, content creators in this personal growth, wellness space uh, need or could use. And then the last thing I'll say about this is maybe you don't need a platform at all. You might not need a website or a platform if you don't want one. You can have everything on YouTube, for example. You can create a membership on YouTube that's paid once you have an audience. You can make money on streams that way. You could do it with a podcast on Spotify or Apple. You can be on Insight Timer exclusively and just have your entire body of work there. And you don't need to create your own platform. So don't overdo it if and stress yourself out if you don't need to. I know people who everything they do is in Facebook or everything is in Instagram or everything is on YouTube, and it works really well for them. If you want a home for your own stuff that you completely control, then sure, you can create a membership in Kajabi or GoHighLevel or a website on Squarespace. But I've seen this happen a million times. I've worked with a lot of people. They get really excited out of the gate, they overspend, they overbuild, and then it's kind of like crickets. So I think the focus for most folks should be on teaching and creating first, using platforms that exist and are easily available. You know, you send someone your Insight Timer link or YouTube, it's just so easy for them. Once you get them down the rabbit hole of go to my website, sign up, become a member of the community, log in, download the app, you know, you've lost a lot of people. So don't do that until it's really the time. Okay. And then the last thing is I love connecting with people through email. I think it's still one of the best ways to communicate from right from me to you. There's no intermediary. And so some people, their entire thing is just, I'm going to send amazing newsletters. Maybe I have a website, maybe I don't, but I'm just going to send you awesome newsletters every week or every month. So find your niche, find what you love to do that you'll do over and over and over, and find the platform that fits that, not the other way around. You don't want to try to squeeze yourself into a platform, like into some clothes that just doesn't fit, that doesn't work for you. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. I'll put all the links in the description. And I hope that you go create and build whatever you want to build and share your work and light with the world. Thanks for being here with me. And I will see you in the next one. Enjoy yourself.